One of my mentors once told me that the ideal mentor strikes an appropriate balance between invitation and challenge. I think about this a lot. I think about those mentors who have both invited me to trust in my potential, but also challenged me to work hard to claim that potential. I've seen Swanee in the same light. This community has been a kind of mentor to all who call the mountain home. I've always felt that Swanee challenges you not just to plan, but to respond. To not just ask, what do I want out of Swanee, but instead, what does Swanee want out of me? My name is David Prehn, and I'm a senior English and history major, and I'm a Bonner leader. I've had two projects through the Bonner program. The first is a college counseling program called Project U, and the second is a youth empowerment initiative called iLead. Project U has been sort of an additional supplementary mentorship program that has provided high school seniors at Franklin County with additional help and additional counsel. There's a bit of a cultural difference here. College is not necessarily the expectation for a lot of families in this county. Much of my work has been about working with high school seniors, trying to introduce them to the college process. I found that I'm really interested in having these conversations about the high school experience. What do you do here? What do you want to make out of the high school experience? What do you expect college to be? What I've really been excited about is having these conversations with underclassmen. I'm really interested in getting to the bottom of what exactly it is about student life that has not been producing interest in college. So I have been conducting mock application workshops with sophomores and juniors. With about 10 students at a time, we act as a kind of mock admission committee. We review mock applications that I've created, and we decide who we'd waitlist, accept, defer, or deny, and then we discuss why. It asks these underclassmen to begin thinking about ways in which they can still make a change in the way they're approaching the high school experience. Course rigor, extracurricular activities, leadership positions. My interest in the high school experience has also brought me to direct the iLead initiative. The mission of iLead is to equip and support student leaders from Franklin County, Grundy County, and South Pittsburgh high schools who seek to better the secondary experience for themselves and their high school community. iLead is a great opportunity for student leaders from these area schools, each of whom have expressed concern about student culture at their respective schools, to come together. We bring them to Swanee for a retreat that allows them the space, time, and attention to articulate both their concerns as well as their collective capabilities to address those concerns. But these are not our projects, they're their projects. We simply support them at the summit and then also throughout the year. A Swanee mentor is assigned to each school to offer guidance and support. I was a participant on the Ecuador outreach experience my sophomore year, and then I worked for a summer at Hacienda El Refugio, a training and retreat camp just outside Quito that facilitates deeper relationships with Jesus through nature and outdoor adventure. This is part of a larger mission in Ecuador, and after that summer I returned and led the Swanee outreach experience my junior year. After participating and then leading the Swanee trip, as well as working there for a summer, I really changed in terms of how I thought about mission and how I thought about long-term mutual partnerships. And I was able to apply these new things that I learned to my Bonner projects. I often tell people that I'm still in my Ecuador experience because it's never really ended. The things that I've learned working with those missionaries has really impacted the way in which I imagine my decisions and my relationships. I think one of the most important things I learned in Ecuador was the centrality of reciprocity to any outreach work. Outreach is not necessarily one party helping another party. It's more of a relational collaboration. It's a mutual partnership. Bonner has really been great at this as well. It's been great at facilitating important conversations about outreach and what it actually means to be engaged in the community. Bonner has offered me a process of discernment. Schools and school communities are something I'm passionate about, and it may even be my vocation. Swanee has been a kind of mentor to me, inviting me to opportunity and challenging me to respond to opportunity in accordance with my interests and my capabilities. Through all that I've been involved in Swanee, I owe so much to those individuals who have mentored me throughout. We need our mentors. They hold up the mirror to us and help us see things we may not have even known about ourselves. But then they inspire us to act. Whether by example or by instruction, they lead us not necessarily to what we may have planned for ourselves, but to where we can be of greatest use. It's been a real privilege, and I'm so grateful.